Good afternoon, everybody. It is Anaris. Today is Saturday, October. It's October now. October 2nd, 2010, and today I have for you finally a StarCraft 2 1 versus 1. This week has been extremely hectic. I don't know if you guys have heard, but it was actually my first day back to work in school, so crazy schedule, crazy times. Finally through it though, so I am definitely going to be able to deliver a lot more casts here in the coming weeks as my schedule is now clean. So this game we have going on here, we have Heosat, who is actually affiliated with Team Liquid. He's a pretty cool guy. So he's spawning down here, and we've got up here BHM as the Protoss. This is actually Heosat's brother. These two players have had kind of a back and forth over the past couple weeks, as I understand, trying to get one up on each other, trying to take each other down, just kind of a little mini-series. So kind of interesting to see, and I wanted to cast this game just to kind of show a little unique strategy he does. Not really super unique, but, it's fun nonetheless. So this isn't like a high-tier matchup or anything. It's just kind of a fun game. So make sure you stick around to the end, though, as I want to point out a couple things that Heosat does to ensure his victory. So you can see that he already does have 13 drones here. He did do the extractor trick, and he is sending out one drone right now to his expansion, get his natural. This probe is not going to be able to deny that. Protoss does have a gateway spawning at the top of the ramp, and one pylon and one gas. So pretty standard so far. He hasn't chrono boosted anything just yet. As you can see, his energy is just ticking over to 50 or so now. And he is sitting at 14 out of 18 himself. So, like I said, pretty standard play. Don't really have any scouting going on just yet, as I do see a drone heading out now, so very likely that Heosat is going to go up and see what's going on in the Protoss space, as a cybernetic core was just dropped. And still sitting on one gas, no probes on it just yet. It's still a little early to tell. May see a 4-gate, because we don't have any gas going just yet. But we'll have to see as the spawning pool does go down, and the probe is scouting the Zerg base down here in the bottom left. So, like I said, it's kind of a slow game thus far. Although Heosat's economy is definitely doing pretty good. Doesn't have any gas income just yet. He is focusing primarily on the minerals, and we can actually take a look at that here. We can see that he is sitting a little bit higher than BHM in terms of the monetary income. Of course, BHM does have the gas coming in, as he is starting to get it right now. We do have another drone coming out here to the bottom to build a spine crawler, so going to secure that early expansion. Definitely a very macro-heavy build thus far from both players, as we do have a second gateway going down here. Don't have any warp gate technology being researched just yet. I know that, generally speaking, it's a good idea to go ahead and get this regardless of whatever strategy that you are doing, unless you're doing an absolute gas-heavy, all-in to one particular rush to tech or something. But, like I said, generally it's a good idea to get that warp gate technology going. But we'll see what BHM has in mind, as Heosat is trying to pull this Zealot away so that way these Zerglings could get in, but they were not able to, as this Zealot is very diligent in his little duty or whatever. So anyways, this other Zealot's going to chase him around. And Overlord camping out here, making sure nothing's going to happen, as this expansion is getting further saturated by the drones. Another Queen coming down here. Let's take a look actually at the production tab, see what's going on. We do have a Stalker on the way for the Protoss. And, like I said, not too much action so far in this game. Both players really focusing on their macro, and Heosat is particularly focusing on just getting the mineral income coming in as soon as possible here. So we can see up at the top of the base, we have a Stargate warping in. Now, Heosat was not able to see this, as I can actually show you here, and I'm terrible because I do not memorize the numbers before coming into the game. Heosat was not able to see that Stargate right there. So we're going to go and take a look down here. You can see that he is still focusing primarily on anti-land unit defense, but he does have those queens, and he's continuing to produce them. You can see that now. There are 3 queens total, and several sunken colonies, or not sunken colonies, God, you can tell I played StarCraft 1, spine crawlers. So, he is continuing to produce those, as he is going to continue to pump out the creep as well. So we might actually see some kind of a spine crawler push, maybe We'll just have to watch and see as both of these players continue to macro up. Like I said, this wasn't the most high tier game possible. Just kind of a fun match between Heosat and his brother to see who can get really the one up on each other. And like I said, Heosat's really big in the Team Liquid community and whatnot, so probably a lot of people will recognize him. So anyways, we've got Protoss here, who now has one Warp Gate and one Gateway. Not too sure what's up with that, but that's okay, as we do have two Phoenix running out now, and it looks like they may brush by the Overlord, who will... Yep, I bet you he saw them just out of range. As you can see down here, these Queens are retreating back into the main base, where they will be ready to ward off any sort of Overlord harassment, which will very likely take place here, as we do have this one Overlord hanging out just outside of the creep, so it's very likely that he will be the first to go down when these Phoenix come in. You can see there's two of them right now, so not too much damage. They're going to try to do some damage to the Overlords, but the Queens are going to drive them off. So they're going to just kind of hang back a little bit, do their thing, as there's one Zergling down here, just kind of keeping an eye on the Protoss space. Not too much going on up here. Like I said, he is trying to do the harass with the Phoenix, and one of them is going to take a good bit of damage, but not really going to go down. And you can look here, we do have a lair coming in for Heosat. More Queens coming into the field, man. This is just a Queen party. So you can see there's a nice little wall off here, actually, for the spine crawlers. So you got the Roach Warren and the Evolution Chamber here, preventing any sort of melee attacks coming in directly at it. So pretty good placement there. And a couple spine crawlers back here to back it up too. So good times all around there. As you can see, there is a giant wall of creep headed directly towards BHM's base, and that will be in his front door very soon. And I think BHM's probably wondering what the heck is going on, man. There's a whole bunch of Queens and spine crawlers, and you know, that's that. So you can see that Heosat does have the one Zerg armor upgrade on the way. Couple more Phoenixes now taken to the field, but these Queens, you know, since they're on the creep, they can just be anywhere in the base that they need to be. We also do have a couple Spore Crawlers hanging out here at the natural to ward off any sort of attack there. We do have an Infestation Pit coming for Heosat. So looking forward to seeing some Infestor action here. Infestors and Queens. You know what? If it wasn't Heosat, I wouldn't believe it could be done, but we'll see what goes on here as there is further Phoenix harassment and the Protoss forces do move out. Again, the Overlord over here sees this. He knows it's coming. So we'll just have to see what happens here, as the Spine Crawler is going to be in shooting range, as well as this one, and possibly the Evolution Chamber of up here at the rock. It's actually definitely the Evolution Chamber, so pretty much anything right here is going to be in trouble, unless it is moved, which unfortunately you cannot move an Evolution Chamber. So here come the Stalkers, going to try to take some free shots here, as the buildings right here don't actually have line of sight. Going to have to get an Overlord up here or something, as it does not look like he is going to use the Queens to take that out. You can see right here that he is, however, going to use the Queens to transfuse some of the buildings here. We'll take a look at the health points, as this one's getting pretty close. It's about a quarter health or so. Yep, like I said, Queens are doing transfuse right there. And we'll take a look at the rest of the map here. While that is happening, you can see some Infestors are coming out into the field. We do have the Pathogen Glands upgrade get just about done upgrading, so the Infestors will start with 25 extra energy. You can see up here at the Protoss base, we do have a couple more pylons being built, as well as a third gateway now down, and a couple Void Rays leaving the Protoss base. Again, man, they're going to fly right near that Overlord and near the creep, so the Zerg is going to know well ahead of time what's going on, as these Spine Crawlers finally are able to get in and do some damage, because the Overlord is here to give vision for the Zerg player. So finally, that is good. Good times will be had by the Zerg player. As you can see, he does have a good chunk of Queens now, good chunk of Infestors. Fungal growth on the Phoenix definitely is going to spell the end for those flying units, as the Void Rays now enter the field, coming in, starting to take out the Spine Crawlers, as the Zerg player still only has the Infestors and the Queens, which really is going to be more than enough to drive this off if microed properly. So you can see here now the Void Rays are fully charged. They're taking out the Spine Crawlers very quickly. The Infestors, oh, there goes one. Just a little bit of a miss micro there, but we do have another one getting ready to do something right now. Looks like a Fungal Growth just landed on the Void Rays, which is going to keep them from retreating, and that's got such low health points. Okay, there we go. I guess he just kind of figured it would take it out, but Zerg is actually going to move out now. We'll take a look. We might see the final battle here taking place, as this creep is now up in the Protoss base. You can see there are 4 respawn eligible creep tumors hanging out right at the ramp. Gonna see some creep there. As you can see, the Protoss forces have engaged the Zerg Queens. Transfusions going all around for the Zerg. As you can take a look at the health right there, Zerg is sitting in a great position. Great fungal growth landed on the Zealots, allowing the Queens to do massive amounts of damage, you know, as much as they can do, against the Stalkers without having to deal with the additional DPS from the Zealot army. So that's that pretty much for the Protoss army. As you can see, the Infestors and the Queens are going to move up into the Protoss base now, where they still have plenty of creep. You know, they're going to be moving super fast, as this one Infestor is apparently going to tank, and I don't know what's going on with that. No, I guess he's just going to go ahead and head in there, as the Void Ray, which just spawned a minute ago, is going to take out these creep tumors, which one of them is going to get off. So you can see that a couple infested Terrans were spawned now. So, I mean, at this point, this is pretty much just going to be GG for BHM. As you can see, there are many infested Terrans spawned, and that Void Ray is dead. The Stalkers are going to die very soon, and there is the BHM from GG. So, a valiant effort, and that looks really awesome. So, anyways, that was a good game, and what I wanted to tell you all, the strategy that Heosat used. Kind of an unconventional strategy. You're probably thinking, wait, I think I've seen the whole game. I know what happened. What you don't know was that, and I don't think BHM knows this either, it wasn't actually Heosat playing the game. It was actually the little one was playing on Heosat's name against BHM. BHM didn't even know that. He thought he was playing Heosat. Heosat had the little one log onto his account and play for him against his little brother. And yeah, I thought that was absolutely hilarious when I heard that. So apparently, like I said, BHM didn't know that either. So I guess BHM, when you're watching this, surprise, you just played the little one. So yeah, I thought you guys would enjoy that little fun game, a little twist at the end. So anyways, I'm going to go ahead and throw this up on my channel and hope you guys enjoyed it. Like I said, it wasn't, well, I guess it was kind of a top tier game, as we did have the little one up in here with, you know, Infestors and Queens and whatnot, and just pretty much just having a good old time with BHM. But I'm going to get some more games up on my channel here. Thank you very much for watching, and I'll see you guys later.